Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the Quizcazoatl Publess Pub Quiz. This week I have done a runner off to cricket practice, so it's going to be a Quizcazoatl light pre-recorded live quiz event. That means, of course, that there is no point in filling in your answer sheet because there will be no one to mark it. So by all means, see how you did. Feel free to post your scores in the YouTube comments, but don't bother submitting an answer sheet. It'll just disappear into the void. For those who are new, should such a person exist, welcome. The Quizcazoatl Publess Pub Quiz is a quiz in 4 parts. This recording should be about 40 minutes long, but if you go through at a sedate pace, you might expect it to take you a couple of hours. You can rush faster as you choose. You can download, if you're playing in the week of broadcast, you can download the pictures. If you're playing in the distant future, you'll just have to wait for me to put them on the screen because the file won't be there no more. That is enough explanatory content, so on we go with question number 1. Can you tell me? It's not enough explanatory content, is it? Because I forgot to explain the pause system, because this is pre-recorded Quizcazoatl Lite. From time to time, I will put up the international symbol of the pause on screen, and that's your signal to hit pause on the YouTube video if you think you need to, and get your answers straight before turning me on again, because I am just going to be firing questions, one after the other. Alright, if that's understood, question number 1. Cheerios is a collective term for fans of which English singer-songwriter? Then question 2. At 73 miles in length, what is the largest Roman archaeological feature in Britain? Question 3 is a picture question. We've got our A game on this week. 7 characters with an A. Can you give me their commonly used character names? And question number 4. Hydrophone. A hydrophone is a type of microphone designed to be used in what environment? Question number 5. Medals awarded at the 2024 Olympic and Paralympic Games will contain a piece of original iron from which famous landmark? And question 6 takes us to picture 2. It's Venn diagrams. Can you work out what lives where the question marks are to intercept these sets? Question 7. Which acid was first isolated from lemon juice in 1784? Which acid was first isolated from lemon juice in 1784? And question 8. Give me the 5 UK cities with names beginning with the letter P. Question 9. Picture 3. It's 6 pot noodle flavours. Can you name them from these label pictures? And question 10. In Aussie slang, probably best not to do accents, what would someone specifically be lacking if they were described as an eggshell blonde? What would someone be lacking if they were described as an eggshell blonde? Question 11. In all-time English Premier League statistics, which footballer, English footballer no less, born 1978, is 6th on the list of the most goals, 5th in the list of the most assists, and 4th in the list of the most appearances? Question 12, picture number 4. It's talking animal heads. Talking animal heads? I guess they're talking animals. They all have heads. Can you name the films or franchises that go with these 6 images from movies? Question spot prize. We're not doing that. Feel free, if you want to, you can reverse and just look at it and come up with an answer. And I can tell you, right, have you got your guesses in? Here we are, we'll do this rapid fire. What did it say? Horses in a Grand National. 66 of them, but only 9 of them finished. If you didn't have time to read the question, you'll just have to back calculate it. What colour is common to all of the flags of the countries that border mainland France? And question 14, picture 5. Predictive text. We got 2 names of boats or ships. Can you work them out? Question 15. What number features in the name of a soft drink brand that is distributed by PepsiCo and also a cosmetic brand owned by Boots, the chemist? And question 16. What H is the name given to the full moon that is nearest to the autumn equinox in September? Question 17, picture number 6. We've got 4 logos for you. Can you identify the associated companies? Question 18. What animal can be seen on the emblems for all of Berlin, Bern, the county of Warwickshire and the state of California? And question 19. 4 individuals born in the same year. Can you name them for me? And for a bonus point, tell me what year they were born in. Plus or minus 1 either way. And to close out round 1, in human anatomy, the tibiofemoral articulation forms a large point of which joint? The tibiofemoral articulation forms a large part of which joint? That is the end of round 1, so pause me for as long as you like. You can even go away and do something else and come back. But when you hit play again, we're going to the music round. Okay, so in the music round, I am going to play you 6 songs spanning the decades from the 1960s up to the 2010s. All you got to do is tell me the name of each song and the associated performing artist. This week I'm only looking for 1 performing artist per song, so you don't have to worry about those fiddly little half points. I'll play them once, then if you need to rewind, just rewind back. Look for the bit before I get my guitar out. Here we are, look. Okay, here we go.
Now baby, listen baby, don't you treat me this away, 'cause I'll be back on my feet someday.
Don't care if you do, 'cause it's understood. You ain't got no money, you just ain't no good.
Well, I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
I hear the voices when I'm dreaming. I can hear them say, there'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
The weapons were crystal lights, making every man mad. Black as the dark night she was, got what no one else had. She's got it, yeah baby, she's got it. I'm your fire, your desire.
Quality, I possess, some say I'm fresh. When my voice goes through the rest of the microphone that I am holding. Copywritten lyrics only can't be stolen if they all. Don't need the police to try to save them. Your voice is sick, so please stay off my back, or I will attack, and you don't want that.
It's all his fault again. That's what you telling all your friends. I ain't pointing fingers, ma. I just wanna call again. See how your day going. I know the stressing on you. I know them times get hard. That's why I'm checking on you. It's yours truly, ma. I got a little message for you. Anything he can do, girl, I can do it better for you. 'Cause when we laugh and we cry, it's together. Through the rain and the stormiest weather, we gon' still be as one. It's forever. It's forever. Won't you come on and go with me?
We can do this all night. Damn, this love is getting tight. Baby, come on. Booming like a bass drum, sparking up a rhythm. Baby, come on. Rock my world until the sunlight. Make this dream the best I've ever known. Dancing in the moonlight.
Alrighty, back we come, and time to do the round one markings. So, ears open, eyes down. Finish the music if you need to. Listen in. Question one. Cheerios are the fans of Ed Sheeran. I still don't understand why. Question two. The largest Roman archaeological feature in Britain, and by length anyway, is Hadrian's Wall. 7 characters for question 3, starting with an A. We wanted Aquaman. Apparently he's also can be called Arthur Curry. Arthur Curry sounds like something from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Then Aurora. Then Aladdin. Aurora is Sleeping Beauty, if you were wondering. Then Aladdin, Angelica Pickles of Rugrats fame. Nor Simon nor Theodore. It is Alvin from the Chipmunks. Then we had Alfred Pennyworth, if you wanted no bonus points at all for his surname. He's in Batman. And finally, Andy, surname Davis, from the Toy Story films. But just the first names are enough for me. Question 4. A hydrophone, used presumably by Aquaman. It's an underwater microphone. Underwater. Question 5. Medals at this year's Olympic Games are going to have bits of the Eiffel Tower in. If they give out too many medals, it might fall over, I believe. Question 6. The missing items from the Vens. First off, we wanted reception. That was where school years meets social gatherings. Then we had hickory. That's common names of trees meets first words of rhyming pairs in nursery times. Hickory dickory dock. Then finally, and this was well, I guess if you saw it, it's obvious enough. I didn't see it. Ladle. That's words for a male person, followed by either E-L or L-E. meets kitchen utensils. What did we have there? Gent, lad, chap and boy. So there you go. Reception, hickory and ladle. Question 7. The acid isolated from lemon juice was citric acid. 8. The UK cities with a P were Peterborough, Plymouth, Portsmouth, Preston and Perth. Question 9. Are noodle flavours: Chinese chow mein, piri piri chicken, sweet and sour, beef and tomato, chicken and mushroom, and doner kebab. Yum, yum, yum. Chinese chow mein, piri piri chicken, sweet and sour, beef and tomato, chicken and mushroom, and doner kebab. Question 10. An eggshell blonde doesn't have any hair. No hair on an eggshell blonde. Then the footballer with lots of goals, slightly more assists, and even more appearances. I mean, not sure exactly those numbers compare that way, but you get the gist, was Frank Lampard. Now, question 12. Films or franchises. We were looking for Doolittle, then Chicken Run, then Kung Fu Panda, then Migration. Then they were in Zootopia or Zootropolis, either of those. And finally, Flushed Away. Doolittle, Chicken Run, Kung Fu Panda, Migration, Zootopia/Zootropolis, and Flushed Away. Now, question 13. The colour on the flags of all the countries that border France is red. Then the two boats were the Mayflower and, equally historically important, the good ship Boaty McBoatface. Although, strictly speaking, didn't they call a submersible the Boaty McBoatface? Is that either a boat or a ship? Well, they should have called the ship Boaty McBoatface, which makes it a ship name, I say. Question 15. The featured number in the soft drink and cosmetic brands is 7. Question 16. Neil Young would have got it. It's a harvest moon. Harvest moon. Question 17. Are logos, not playing to my strengths, I believe these are some sort of luxury brand or fashion brand, something of this sort. It's Lululemon, then Hermes, and then Gucci, and then Vivienne Westwood. Lululemon, Hermes, Gucci, Vivienne Westwood. The animal on the emblems for all those places is a bear. Bear. And then the people were Noel Fielding for question 19 now. The people were Noel Fielding, Peter Andre, Kate Beckinsale, and Kristin Wiig. Or Vig? Wig? In Germany it would be a Vig, I guess. Anyway, either way. Noel Fielding, Peter Andre, Kate Beckinsale, Kristin Wiig. They were born in 1973. 1973. And finally, the tibiofemoral articulation is a part of the knee. We'll do the music round marking at some point during round 2. In the meantime, let me get you started on round 2 with an anagram. Can you rearrange for me the letters in Yo Bramble, to find the name of a famous man? Then question number 2. As a 2016 promotional item, which fast food company released edible nail polish? Edible nail polish, which fast food company? Question 3 is picture number 8. We've got some initialed phrases. Can you tell me the boys' names from these phrases? Boys' names from these phrases. Question 4. Which large mammals can be either toothed or baleen? Toothed or baleen? Question number 5. The name for which short haircut was derived from its popularity among rowers in American Ivy League universities? Question 6, picture number 9. Food and drink chains. Can you name these chains from the English translation of their names? Question 7. What name for both a magazine and a cocktail derives from the Greek for citizen of the world? And question 8 takes us to our next audio question. It's Mystery Voices. Listen to these 3 people. Try to tell me who they are.
Number 1.
I really love accents. I love doing accents. Funnily enough, when I'm acting, it's really not that hard. But if I'm doing like a joke when I'm at dinner, I always screw it up. I think the only thing sometimes that catch me off guard, or actually it's not even me that notices, like Zach noticed them, was it'd be certain phrases that an American just wouldn't say. He'd be like, no one would ever say shall in America. I was like, oh, sorry.
Number 2.
When they asked me to do it, it was more like a cameo early on, and they gave me this huge Bible of this character, Thanos, and I went through it, and I got so into it, and I didn't expect it at all. Like, I almost said no just because I was like, Marvel, and I don't know, and it's not really what I do, and I think that's what was so fun about playing that character, was the psychology of it, the behavior of it.
Number 3.
Do you know, every year I think, 18 series, that's a long time. Is this my last series? And I sit in that chair and I get excited. I'm excited now talking about business. It's what I do.
And question number 9. Ovomucin is a protein mainly found in which foodstuff? Ovomucin. Then question 10 is picture 10. After this we'll do some music round marking. We got 6 commemorative coins. Can you tell me the 6 people being commemorated by them? Sorry, I left myself on mute for a second there. We're going to go to the music round marking. From the 1960s, the song was Hit the Road Jack. The artist was Ray Charles. Ray Charles, Hit the Road Jack. Into the 70s, the song was Carry On My Wayward Son. It was a period when bands were named for places, and this one was called Kansas. Carry On Wayward Son? Is it really not Carry On My Wayward Son? Well, there we go. Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. Have the point anyway. In the 1980s, the song was Venus, and the band was Bananarama. In the 1990s, I bet you recognise the song. It was The Power. Not strictly speaking, you've got the power, we've got the power, I've got the power. It's just The Power. The band was Snap. Into the 2000s, we had My Place and Nelly. I said there weren't any doubles, and then this one is actually Nelly featuring Jaheim. So my apologies. Just have the point for Nelly. If you got Nelly featuring Jaheim, have a point and a half. It's a light week. We can play havoc with the rules. Point and a half for Nelly featuring Jaheim. Then in the 2010s, we had... the song was Domino. The artist was Jessie J. Song was Domino. Artist was Jessie J. Getting back to question number 11, we asked which 2008 film, which won the Oscar for Best Picture, stars 3 actors that went on to play Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A 2008 film that won the Oscar for Best Picture, starred 3 actors who went on to play Avengers. Then question number 12 took us to picture number 11. It's the R to W of science. Can you tell me these, what have we got there? 6 things, starting with the letters from R to W. Question 13. In Six Nations Rugby, teams must score a minimum of how many tries if they're going to get a bonus point? Six Nations Rugby. Teams must score a minimum of how many tries to get a try bonus point? Then question 14. It's another audio one. We got 3 film clips. They were all released in the same year. For a 4th point, tell me what that year was. I'll play them once. You can play them back if you need to.
Number 1.
Mr. Takagi, I'm really not interested in your computer. But I need the code key because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked in your vault. And the computer controls the vault.
You want money? What kind of terrorists are you?
Who said we were terrorists?
Number 2.
You know this car?
I know this car.
How do you know this car?
Definitely know this car. It's 1949 Buick Roadmaster, straight 8, Fireball 8. Only 8,095 production models. Dad lets me drive slow on the driveway, but not on Monday. Definitely not on Monday.
Who's your dad?
Sanford Babbitt.
Sanford Babbitt?
10961 Beachcrest Street, Cincinnati, Ohio.
That's my address. I mean, what is it with this guy? Hey, who's your mother?
Eleanor Babbitt.
Eleanor?
Died January 5th, 1965 after a short
Who the
sudden
hell are
illness.
you?
Number 3.
You've got me all wrong. You don't know how hard it is being a woman looking the way I do.
Yeah, well, you don't know how hard it is being a man looking at a woman looking the way you do.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
And question 15, picture number 12. It is pictorial capital cities. Can you work out 7 capital cities from these pictorial clues? Question 16. The symbol for which chemical element is also the first 2 letters of the capital cities of all of Kenya, the Bahamas, and Myanmar? And question 17. Now we got some missing vowels for you. Famous people and appropriate star signs, allegedly. Can you fill in the vowels, make people and star signs? Question 18. What regnal number links the second husband of Eleanor of Aquitaine, the French husband of Mary Queen of Scots, and the Spanish husband of Mary the First of England? Question 19. And it is some American geography for you. Yay! Can you name the 8 US states? The number of letters in each name is indicated. And finally, for round 2, T.S. Eliot's feline creation, Macavity, made famous by the musical Cats, was inspired by which Arthur Conan Doyle character? Macavity the cat was inspired by which Arthur Conan Doyle character? I'll hit pause, or put the pause up. You finish your round 2 answers. When we come back, we're going to the wipeout, and then the marking. Alrighty. During the wipeout round, I will be using the wipeout symbol instead of the pause button, just to add a sense of jeopardy. Wipeout question number 1. Writing your answer in words, what is the most recent year that a general election in the United Kingdom took place in the same year as a presidential election in the United States? Wipeout question 2. In fiction, what character name is shared by a count, a snowman, and a dog, who may or may not have walked into a bar? Wipeout question 3. With a name deriving from the Greek for leaf, what type of pastry is often used in Middle Eastern and Balkan cuisines? Wipeout question number 4. Can you tell me what is the common name for the species of bird that lays the largest egg of any living land animal? The common name for the species of bird that lays the largest egg. Wipeout question 5. In ancient Greek religion, who is the goddess of marriage, of women, and of family, and is both the sister and the wife of Zeus? So she'd know a lot about family. And our final question for today's light quiz, Wipeout question 6. According to the Met Office, in England, after October, December and January, which month has the 5th highest average precipitation? After October, November, December and January, which month has the 5th highest average precipitation in England? Alright, finalise, and in a moment we'll go through the answers. Okay, here we are. To close out for today, here are your answers. Our anagram, Yo Bramble, and we were looking for Bob Marley. Question 2. In 2016, KFC encouraged finger licking with their edible nail polish, KFC. Then question 3, the male first names in the phrases. Elvis has left the building. Billy has no mates, poor little guy. Larry is happy. And Jack is master of no trades. Elvis, Billy, Larry and Jack. Question 4, which large mammals can be toothed or baleen? Donald Trump would know. It's whale. Whale. Question 5. The short haircut for the rowers is a crew cut. Question 6. The chains from the translations we were looking for. Pret-a-manger, then gaucho, strada, wagamama. Wagamama's a good word, isn't it? Wagamama. Le pain quotidien, and prezzo. Again, pret-a-manger, gaucho, strada, wagamama, le pain quotidien, and prezzo. Question 7. The Greek for citizen of the world is cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan. Question 8. Our mystery voices belonged to Florence Pugh, Josh Brolin, and Deborah Meaden. Florence Pugh, Josh Brolin, and Deborah Meaden. Question 9. Overmucin is found in egg whites. And question 10. Our commemorated individuals were Elton John, Alexander Graham Bell, Agatha Christie, H.G. Wells, that's a tripod from the War of the Worlds there, I see, Edward Jenner, and Mary Anning. Question 11. The film with the slightly second-tier Avengers in it was The Hurt Locker. It was Hawkeye, the Falcon and the Wasp. And then 12 are scientific terms or names. I don't know how scientific a wombat really is, but anyway, we were looking for resistor, sine wave, tetrahedron, uranium, ventricle, and wombat. It's very scientific poo, doesn't it? Cubic poo, true story. Resistor, sine wave, tetrahedron, uranium, ventricle, and wombat. Question 13. To get a try bonus point in the Six Nations, you must score 4 tries. Question 14. Our films were Die Hard, Rain Man, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They were all out in 1988. Question 15. Cities from Pictorial Clues. We wanted you to say Bangkok, Taipei, Seoul, Belgrade, Bogota, I guess. If you pronounce it Bogota, it works better, Bogota, Beijing, and Valletta. Question 16. Our chemical element with the letters Na was sodium. Then missing vowels and appropriate star signs. I don't know why some of these are appropriate, but well done if you do. We were after Judge Judy Libra, Queen Elizabeth Virgo. You can add a 1 in there without increasing the consonantal count, so I guess that's okay. Queen Elizabeth II clearly had babies. Then LeBron James is a Capricorn, and Lauren Hemp is a Leo. Judge Judy is Libra, Queen Elizabeth Virgo, LeBron James Capricorn, Lauren Hemp is Leo. Question 8. The regnal number for those husbands was 2. Then our US states, in order from west to east, were Kansas, Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Vermont, Connecticut, and Maine. Kansas, Wisconsin, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Vermont, Connecticut, and Maine. Question 20. McCavity was inspired by Moriarty. And that was the end of round 2. So to go finally to the wipeout round, you know the score. If you get any of these wrong, lose all your wipeout points. I can tell you, Jane the Temple Elf and I wiped out on the 6th one. Hopefully you didn't make the same mistake. We were after the last year with a co-general election in the UK and the US was 1992. The character name for the Count, Snowman and Dog was Olaf. There's a dog called Olaf in Peanuts, apparently. Question 3. The pastry was phyllo. Question 4. The big egg comes from an ostrich. They are big. I've seen one. I've even stood on one. They're quite robust. Question 5. The wife and sister of Zeus was Hera. And finally, the 5th highest average precipitation for a month for England is August. Quite a bit more rain than April, as it turns out. Who knew? 1992, Olaf, Philo, Ostrich, Hera, and August. That's us for today. If you'd like to post your scores in the comments, please do. Jane the Temple Elf and I, after wiping out, got only 86, so hopefully you did better than us, but we did go through it very quickly. I will be back for a live-action Quizcazoatl in 2 weeks. I shall hope to see you then, or at the very least, for you to see me. Ta-ta!